Hey Ted, we have two of the guys who have been the biggest advocates, two of the biggest advocates for a film industry here in the state of Maine. And, you know, we've been talking about it, you and I have on the air for about 18 months. I think we're closing in on our 70th segment on how to build a film industry here in Maine. Cam Bonzi and Barney Martin are here this morning.
Does that mean Barney's been here 70 times? It can't be.
No.
He just looks like he is.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually the biggest advocate.
Look at that. No, Ray is. Come on.
I clearly am.
I think we mean the whitest advocate. That's okay. We have Cam and we have Barney Martin. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
How you guys doing?
Thanks for coming in here. Cam, help us with what's going on in the legislature. What we've been trying to do is build toward getting films in Maine, right? Yep. Other states actually try to grab people with incentives, right? Be they tax incentives or business friendly, do something to get business in, and movies and studios respond to that.
Sure.
Maine needs to get in the game, and you're going to try to help the effort.
Well, I mean, every time that we've come in here, we've talked about getting Maine in the game. You know, it's not about having the best program, but if we don't have something that's, you know, comparable and at least equal to some of the other states, we're not going to get any infusion of all the money and the media that comes in.
It's not just the landscape they're looking for, is it, Cam?
No.
Right? Not just the scenery.
And that's a
No,
mistake that
absolutely.
people make.
Yeah.
Because that can be replicated anywhere.
Yeah, with technology, I mean,
Sure.
you know, they can do it on the computer. They can
Yes.
replicate it, put up a green screen. So we do have this tremendous natural landscape
Yes, we
here.
do.
But what we don't have is a competitive environment with other states. We're competing against other states and other countries.
Right.
We saw recently, I think it was the movie Carousel. They're shooting it again.
Yeah.
Originally, part of it was shot in Booth Bay Harbor, Maine,
Yeah.
and now it's being shot in New Zealand.
Yeah, and you know, the idea is we've moved it through. Tom Watson has sponsored a bill. There's going to be a public hearing on Monday the 27th at 1 p.m.
Good. That's a big step, isn't it, Barney?
State House Room 127. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is all these steps are critical to making sure this gets done.
What are you looking for out of this bill? What is it that you think can help turn the corner?
Well, certainly getting so much money back on a dollar. You know, I mean, that's what states are doing. Anywhere from 15 cents. You got Michigan's way up there in 42, and Cameron and I have never advocated for that.
And what
We
does
just want something
that mean?
Well, 25 cents on the dollar, 20 cents on the dollar, whatever they directly spend in the state, is that the state gives them back that amount of money.
I got you.
And that's one part of it. But we also have a loan program, which would be unique. We've got FAME, that it's possible that we can construct a loan program. And that's very attractive, according to Mark Sennett.
What about a tax incentive? We do know oftentimes with incentives that states go by, and we talked to somebody in the film industry in New York. One of your highfalutin friends there got us in touch with a producer in New York, and they have lists of business-friendly states, and they go right through taxes, and they go right through business, and they go right through workforce, and I mean, it is more than landscape.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the thing. I guess what I would like to concentrate on today is simply trying to get people to come up to Augusta, and especially people in the film industry. I'd really like to hear their voices. I don't think we've heard enough of their voices from folks like the Maine Film and Video Association. I'd like to hear from people from Portland Media Artists.
What about the
Barney
Maine
and I-
Film Office? What are they doing to help advocate for this?
Well, number one, they can't really advocate. Okay, they can't. That's one of the problems with having a public film office.
Why can't they advocate?
Because they are a public entity, and they also have
That's a
to
misnomer. That's not
Yeah.
true, because you have, like, the DOT goes
Yeah.
before the committee and they advocate for projects. You have all kinds of public
right.
entities that are doing this. Do they not want to support this?
Yes, they do want to support it.
Then they ought to.
I think they ought to be more proactive in their support.
Well, just a lobbyist position just opened up, I think.
Well, I mean, I think, you know, we hear this all the time, that people can't do things, and yet if you sit through or listen to these committees, and I
Yeah.
listen to a lot of them
Sure.
online, because I don't like going to the Capitol,
Yeah.
and you have people from the various departments advocating for this issue or that issue, so it can be done.
Well,
What's been the response from the legislators? Because what I often hear from legislators is, well, we're going to lose. Instead of thinking about what Maine would gain, here we
Right.
are, we have a clean industry, a green industry, an industry that creates good paying jobs.
Right.
What are we going to lose?
Well, we're not going to lose. We're going to win. And the other thing is, from the legislators that I've had contact with, of which I've written to every single one of them, and the exchanges that I have been positive. Now, what somebody says to you as an individual and what they do when they go to vote, two different things.
And we saw that last year with the tumble down issue
Sure,
where
right.
it won the
Absolutely.
Senate, and then a few hours
Right.
later it lost in the Senate.
And that's why we really need that industry support too. And I'd really like to see as many people show up and share car rides and really get excited about this because it's
All right,
going to impact them.
We got to move on to the main biz section of it. Give us the where and when in Augusta.
Okay, Barney?
Okay, Monday, the 27th, 1 p.m., room 127 up in Augusta.
At the State
House.
Capitol.
At the
Right.
State House.
Let me ask both of you guys a question.
Sure.
Who works, give me the demographic age, who works in the film industry?
Well, the Democrat,
Young
the
people,
thing
right?
is,
I mean, it's vibrant for young people, right?
yeah, and we actually have an older population in the state of Maine, like the whole state.
But
I mean,
that's
we
the
do.
whole point. We have an older population
Yeah.
because we have young people here
Right,
that we
and they're
drive
leaving.
out.
Yes.
So if we have a creative industry like the film
Yeah.
industry where they could stay here and be energized,
Absolutely.
and they could be well paid, they might
Right.
stay in Maine.
They will
Like this
more
guy right
likely
here.
to stay. And yeah, the Brett
Barney,
Seinfeld is
it's a
behind the
radio show.
camera.
I know it's radio, but he's...
We need as many people. What did you say?
Barney
What did you say?
is being Barney. And
No, I think Barney's being Emmett right now.
I think so. All right, main biz. Give it to us, Ken.
We've got a segment that's going to be on the Main Biz Show on Channel 6 at 10 a.m. this Sunday.
Good.
Jonathan Frakes. is on
Hey,
there.
Star Trek boy.
Yep.
He's number one,
John
number one.
Richardson will be
Yeah.
on the show, sitting next to me. Dana Packard.
I
who
thought
is,
Frakes was coming
infamous-
back here, by the way. What's his problem?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, how
Pass
did
the
6 get
incentives
him?
and maybe get some
Well,
business here.
how did 6 get him?
Oh, he was back for a week. He
And I-
was just visiting.
And he said, really, I don't really like that guy.
No, I know.
with
We
the
clearly don't
goatee.
like each other,
Yeah.
but we work well on stage. So I'm hoping that, the Hollywood-esque of him would rise to the occasion. All right, so...
Well, he kept his place in Belfast.
Yeah.
They still have a place.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
They would love to
And
come
he came
back.
over from
Again,
Belfast.
somebody that we would love to have in this state who is
Sure.
vibrant, creating energetic jobs, but they can't afford to work here.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. All right, so 10 o'clock Sunday morning.
On Channel 6
All right.
and Channel 2 in Bangor.
All right, so this is for the main biz.
Yes.
It's a great conversation. We're going to continue to have the conversation as we have.
And we'll keep bringing it up 1 o'clock on the 27th of April at room 127 at the Capitol for the public hearing.
Excellent. Thank you.
Gentlemen,
Barney, all right? Everybody
Thanks
all
a
right?
lot.
I'm ready. I'm good.
All right.
Great
Just
day.
what we're worried
It's
about.
Friday.
All right. Well, it's 8:30. Thank you.
And it's 8:30.
LOB 95.5. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Great job there. Ken, you son of a bitch. There, look at that. Don't post that on